Hi, this is CSC 376 Distributed Systems. Second exercise, Messenger. This code has been done by Python, and I'm going to explain each line of the code. First, going to import the necessary Python modules for socket programming, threading, and the system operations. The function's message received runs in a separate thread and listens for a message received by the client or server. And the send message function also runs in separate thread and sends message from the client or server. The message receives a function that is continuously listening for incoming message from the socket connection. It receives messages from client socket, prints them to the console, and then sleeps for 0 seconds. If there is no message, it shuts down the socket, closes the connection, and also exits the program. For the function send messages is a function that waits for user input for the console using sys std wait line. When a message is input, it sends it to client sockets and then sleeps for 1 second. If there is no message, it shuts down the sockets and also closes the connections and exits the program. And following if statements, it checks the program if it's being run in server mode with -l flag. If so, it creates a new socket, server socket, and then sets some socket options and bind it to the local host address and a port number from the command line arguments. And then it listens for the incoming client connections. Once the client side connects, it takes and accepts a connection from server sockets, then assign it to client sockets, and then starts two threads, one to send message and the other to receive message. The following else if statements checks the program if it is not in server mode, then is assumed to be in client mode. The address and port number for the server is read from the command line arguments too. If the address is not specified, then the default is localhost. Then it creates a new socket, client socket, and then attempt made to connect to the server using client sockets that connect. Once the two threads start, then the client socket can can receive the message. Gonna use the try then accept method to check if they are connected. Once the current socket is connected to the server socket with the server address and the port number, then they can start threading. In this case, from the client sockets, you can send any times of the message you want. They can send message 1, message 2, message 3 at one time to the server sockets, and then the server sockets can receive all these 3 messages. They don't have to be sent in order. It's like one should be sending from client side, and then the server side can send message back. They can send any times message of the message they want. If the socket is not connected, then curse the arrows, and then it prints the alertions to show that the connections have failed. And then the servers and the sockets be closed and shut down in 1 second.